Hey guys, welcome to the Jenkins Mastery for Software Testers and welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod and in this video we are basically whatever the project that we are running, right? The previous project was Selenium test cases that we are running on Jenkins, but that was local, right? Now what we will do is we will basically fetch it from the GitHub repo. I'm going to add couple of other configurations also in this video. Alright, so watch till the end. You will able to understand what are the different things that you should know also for the Jenkins and what are the different couple of things we'll be modifying it and you will learn a lot on this. Okay, so let's get started. Awesome. Okay, so till now what we had is that we had a project, right? If you have seen this project basically, but it was running from a local file, right? And we had a local project at that time. But what we will do is that right now what I have done is I have pushed this code, if you have seen, to the a GitHub repo, right? How to do it? It's very simple. I would suggest a very simple way. Download the repo first. You can download the code. You can download the code by directly going to this go to the sdet.live/notes. Okay, so you can create your own repo also, so you don't have to use my public repo. Go to Jenkins tutorials, right, and go to projects and resources, right? You can download this test code, okay, and basically you can put them into a particular folder. And after that what you need to do is go to your, for example, give me 1 second. Yeah, go to your GitHub repo. You can create a free account on github.com. Okay, you can click on start a new project and here you can mention, okay, so this is my Java test, suppose test project. Okay, and you can make it like a public and create a repo around it. Okay, now since this is already a created project, right? So you need to follow a couple of different methods. Okay, so what are the different commands? I'm going to show you like how you can do it. So I have already done it and let me show you what are these commands. Okay, so what you need to do is go to your directory. So this is where my project right now, which is D project, and this is the project, right? You need to basically initiate a repository, okay, which is basically git init, right? And after that you just need to set the URL. I'm going to show you one command, which is basically, give me 1 second here. You need to set the URL origin. Okay, so this is your unique URL, right? You need to set it like it remote set URL origin, and after that this is your URL, okay, that you need to enter. And when you click on it, your repository will be automatically set. Okay, and after that what you need is you just need to do a couple of more things, which are basically clear. Let me clear. You just need to get add dot, which will basically add everything, and you just need to do git commit -m and put a particular message, right? For example, it can be anything. So right now I'm not doing it, I'm just showing you the step-by-step process. After that you just need to push git push origin and the same command. Actually you need to basically use grid branch, and you just need to put the you are pushing it to main directory, main branch. If you are not using -u, it will ask you for username and password. Just enter the username password and you will see the push code here. It's very similar to this. Okay, now what you need to do is so basically we'll be using this one, and let's do one thing. Let's go to our Jenkins again. We're going to create the project again. Okay, so this will be Selenium from GitHub. Okay, now and this will be a freestyle project, and click on OK, right? Here we'll enter the hello again, and this is a GitHub project, so I'm just gonna write the project URL and source code management, which is very important. Now you will get it from the repository URL. Okay, now since this is a public repo, it's basically saying you green and it is not giving you any kind of error. But suppose it's a public it's a private repo, then you need to add a user here. So go to advanced, and here you need to add the credentials also. So if you click on this question mark, In the manage Jenkins, there is a git. Let me show you where you can add. So you need to add the username password of your GitHub account so that it can fetch if it is not a public repo, right? Go to manage Jenkins, go to global tool configuration, right? And here, yeah. So here you need to add, for example, this git is adding, right? So you need to add credentials somewhere. Give me 1 second. I'll just show you where it is. Manage Jenkins. So there are credentials you need to add somewhere. Configure system, configure global security. Let's go there. Go back. All right. So you just need to go to dashboard configuration. Basically, this is here, right? You can directly go to slash configure, right? And here, just go down and you will see whenever you do Jenkins, right? It will ask you which username that you want. For example, global credentials, username and password, right? Here you will enter your username, your password, and click on add after that. Okay. But right now, if you see, we have a public repo, so we don't need any username password. Okay. So we'll go again GitHub from here, configuration, right? So we have successfully added the GitHub repo. So now our source code management is there, right? This one, let's add it and click on apply, right? Our branch is main. This is very important because if you see here, we have a main branch, not a master branch, which is important, right? Trigger build, we don't want to trigger the build. There's another option which is GitHub hook trigger for a GitHub SCM plugin. If you click on this, you will see note that this is going to be expensive operation for users. Every poll requires Jenkins to scan the entire workspace and verify with the server. Consider setting it the push trigger to avoid the overhead. So basically, if I'm not wrong, it basically means that whenever you push something, right, whenever you push a commit or something, this build will be automatically triggered in that case. Okay, so that you can do. So right now we are not doing it. We are just adding it the repo. Invoke the top level Maven, right? That we want to do here. Our project is clean test. We're gonna mention the -t suite is equal to single dot xml, right? And post build action we don't want to do as of now. Let's test it out if everything works fine or not. Go to build and build now. Okay, so now it's going to access, it's basically going to download. See, it's going to download from this repository now. So we don't have to map local servers or anything like this. Now our code is getting fetched directly from the GitHub repo, and now it is running the test suite, loading the URL. I think it's working fine, right? It's doing the behind the scene and build is success and everything works fine. So now you will see another important thing, which is workspace, right? So your workspace will be available now, and here you will see some of the, if you go to target, right, you will see Surefire reports, which you can directly see, right? Emailable report. So this is an email report that you can see. Now what we will do is we will configure this report also. So let's copy this, right, and go to configuration. We want to see in a HTML format, right? So this is at the Surefire emailable report, right? So here, go to the post build action. This is a post build action, right? Add HTML report, add report, right? So it's basically asking which directory it is, and suppose we have done it like this. So this will be like WS workspace target, right, and emailable report. So we need to test it out because sometimes at the first it doesn't work. Mostly you have to mention like from your repo, it's WS target. So this one you have to copy this whole thing and basically paste it here. Which directory? It's a directory, right? So you have to remove the HTML file which you have mentioned that here, and click on save. Awesome. So let's do the build now again. and let's see how it goes. So right now we have successfully added the GitHub. We are successfully able to fetch it from the GitHub repo, right? Now we are just running it, and we have already set up the HTML publisher also. So build a success. So there is a failure that target Surefire report doesn't exist. Okay, so let's see which directory it basically wants. So it's basically selecting target Surefire report doesn't exist. Okay, let's check again. In the workspace, we have target Surefire reports and email reports. It exists, but I think there's some error. So let me fix it. Okay, so that error is fixed now. So basically you don't need to add WS in this case. Okay, so you just need to add till WS. It knows about the path. So you just need to add target and Surefire report and your email report. Click on save. Now if you run it and if you see the HTML report, click here, right? You will see the reports available back, right? And there's another plugin that we have added which is called as test result analyzer. You will start seeing the data here after some time. Right now it's not available, so there is no failing test right now, but you will see the, and there is another plugin I think we have added in the last video that we have explained, rebuild last. It will automatically rebuild the last. If you see, right, it is already starting building it, so we don't have to click again and again. You don't have to provide, just click on rebuild. It will rebuild with the same parameters that you want. So right now our test automation are running fine, and we are successfully able to publish the reports, right? So from GitHub it's working fine, right? And here are the information. So this document you will be able to find in the same sdet.live/notes, right? Here you will find the this document in the Jenkins, basically in the Jenkins folder, in the Jenkins tutorial, right? You will see how to push to the GitHub repo. There are a couple of steps that I have already mentioned that you can do, right? So make sure you give it a try, and I hope you're able to understand this, and you're able to add the GitHub repo and run your project successfully, right? So this is a very practical stuff that I'm giving you. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video where we will be basically doing more stuff with the automation framework. All right, we have successfully added Git. Now we have successfully added HTML. We will basically add Slack notification, email, and other important stuff like parameters and other type of jobs. We will be basically going to learn in the upcoming videos. Okay, so make sure you watch it, and if you are interested in learning the previous, like what is Jenkins and other things, make sure you watch the full tutorials around it. Okay, thanks a lot. This is your host Pramod, and thanks for watching the Testing Academy. Bye.